A friend of ours, mutual friend, Mitch had been shot and killed in their apartment in front of like his two roommates and like 3 or 4 of their friends. And so she tells me this on the phone. It's the first thing in the fucking morning, and I'm you know, I still haven't even like rubbed my eyes or put my glasses on yet, and I pack up like my shitty sleeping bag and everything, and I get into Look Mexico's van, and I'm sitting in the back of the van, like it's really sullen, really quiet. And Ryan from Look Mexico's crazy. He's like, "Ev, are you okay?" And I just explode. And I'm sobbing uncontrollably, and I can't make sense. I can't explain how I'm feeling because, dude, I literally just met these people like 3 days before. And I'm going through this gnarly, tragic scenario, and I'm trying to explain what happened, and they're trying to help, but we're hitting this middle ground because we just don't know each other yet. But Mitch has a story which I'd love to share, and it's important that I share it. I tell it pretty much the same way every time I tell it. But Mitch has a phrase which he used to live his life by, and this phrase was, "Fuck off all nerds." And if you met Mitch, he had to single-handedly be the nerdiest dude I have ever met. He was 5'7", and he had this little scraggly red beard and his glasses, and he played trombone in a ska band called the Flaming Tsunamis. But he was a fucking awesome dude. He opened his doors to anyone. He was always down to help, always down to put on a show, always down to go to a show, always down to buy a record. Just a fucking great dude who was down to help and down to be a part of something bigger than himself. So this phrase, "fuck off all nerds," was about kids involved in punk music, or the punk community, that would try to put down other punks based on things like how they dress, or what bands they like, what shows they go to, what things they were into, just because they weren't the same as what kids did. Or like, just make fun of other people for stupid, fucking, dumb, superficial reasons. When we're all cut from the same fucking cloth. You know what I mean? Like, you got into punk music because you hated your fucking job, you just wanted to skateboard and eat snacks all day and just fucking kick it. You know, when you're on, you go to a fucking punk's house and you knock on the door, and punk opens the door, and whether they hand you, like, something cool like Operation Ivy or something fucking lame like My Chemical Romance or some shit, like, they're still handing you a fucking record. They're like, "Oh man, like, dude, check this out." And like, you get into this thing, it's just bigger than you, and it's so cool. It's like a place where you can finally be accepted. So Mitch would call those kids nerds. And which is just like, if you get called a nerd, you're just like, "Oh, dude." Like, it's like the total way to just bring people down a peg and make them, make them realize their self-worth. So, fucking love the guy. The song's for John James Ryan, who's been fucking helping out with the stories, been taking care of everybody. He's a really good friend of Mitch's, and I wanted to play this song. The song's called Connecticut. You guys hear that guitar? On a morning in Glamour, I changed position to some heartbreaking news. I remember the sobs and the call about you, and I'm deep to what rests on Connecticut steps. Total shock and an assortment of friends, and thoughts to go along with the rest in my head. It's what this, it's what you, to everyone today, so unbelievably helpless. It's the pit in my stomach I couldn't begin to shake off. So in the back of my mind, my brain is rendering me silent. There's not a soul around me who understand. I slept in the sun all the way to Jackson. You'd agree this is the worst goddamn place on earth. Resolved to calm and conceal reaction, that I'm so hurt, we're so, it's a clever disguise it made so sure. Tonight I'm so unbelievably helpless. pit in my stomach I couldn't begin to shake off. So in the back of my mind, my brain is randomly silent. There's not a soul around that ever understand. Not a soul around me could ever understand. So hard. How are we doing on time? What time is it?
Hammer time.